Okay, so happy Wednesday and welcome to the third session of Illustrator Essentials. Um, so from the first day, what we have really discussed is more around. So paulit-ulit ako para ma-remember nyo. So first day, what we discussed was more about the concepts at saka navigation, right? And then we ended the session with how to create a file, okay? And then our second session, which was yesterday, what did we discuss so far? So Maylord, from yesterday, give me one thing that you have learned.
Wait lang po.
Ang dami.
May ginagawa rin po kasi yung logo ngayon. Medyo
Okay. Sige. Skip muna tayo kay Maylord. So, Rommel, what do you remember? Give me one thing that you have learned yesterday.
Paths.
Paths.
Specific to Command Y.
Outline. Outline review. Right.
Correct.
What about Noy? Noy, give me one thing you learned yesterday.
Layers tsaka yung clipping mask.
Okay, the clipping mask, right. Enzo?
Sorry, clipping mask then, and the proper how to navigate through layers when it's locked. Yeah.
All right, good. What about you, John?
Layers and arrangement.
Arrangement, yeah. Okay, yung stacking order, right. Okay, nawala si Tofi, no? So some of you during the exercise, especially with yung layers exercise, we're having troubles because of having a lower version, no? So yun yung naging struggle natin. So let me just I was trying to look for a video, but I couldn't find one. But I found an article, so I'll post it later on. Pero what normally happens is when you open a newer version of an Illustrator file, you get a message, okay? So there's gonna be a warning na, okay? So there's a small window that indicates na the file was generated by a newer version. And there may be data loss. So yung data loss na yun, talagang wala ka na magagawa. Okay, so hindi siya, it won't be 100% editable in such a way as how it was created in the newer version. All right, and there are challenges when it comes to opening them. Okay, so one of those students encountered that. Okay, yesterday, Enzo. Okay, when you first opened that file, what did you experience?
Only one of the documents was seen. The other artwork wasn't there.
Right. So our layers exercise had 2 artboards. And for him, when he opened it, only one appeared. Okay? Because when you have that window open, that indicates, I'll try to find a way to try and show that. But you have a window that gives you a warning, hey, you're opening a newer version. There may be data loss. And then you can click OK. Pag-click mo ng OK, there's another pop-up window that will appear that allows you to choose which artboard to open. Okay? So, dun sa window na yon, you'll have to indicate which artboard. And then you'll have to click OK, and that opens that one artboard. So, meaning you'll have to open that same file and then choose the second artboard. Okay? Now, on top of that challenge, Noy, ikaw, ano naman yung experience mo? Pagkabukas mo ng file, andun na yung artboard, ano yung na-experience mo?
Naka-group yung layers, ma'am. Like yung kailangan mo pa siyang tawag dito, yung i-ungroup.
Oh, i-ungroup. Right. So, ang nangyari sa kanila, at least for the rest, no, para lang you guys know, is imbis na individual images ang nasa-select, parang isang buo siya. Okay? Including some invisible paths. Okay? Hindi lang group, naka-clip siya. Naka-clipping mask pa siya. So, dito, makikita nila ganito. Okay? At marami. Multiple. So, nag-group siya nung inopen in an older version. So, that happens. Okay. Now, what had to be done was they had to expand it in such a way na nagkakaroon ng individual objects so that they can organize it the way you guys were instructed to organize it yesterday. Okay. Now, one of the questions na one of the questions din na Enzo asked yesterday was kapag naka-clip, di ba? You want to take out one circle or one shape out of that clipping group. Okay. Ang dinemonstrate natin was we double-click, right? Double-click, we cut it, remove that, go outside of the clip group, and then paste. Okay. Ganon. Alright. Now, there's a way which I showed the other two students. No? There's a way na if you want the entire thing to be released from the clipping mask, you right-click and then release clipping mask. Okay, so notice yan, nag-expand na siya. Naging individual objects na siya in your layers panel. Okay. Another is you can select the clip group and then go here. This is also called a context menu. So each layer would have that. Okay. So each layer would actually have that option. Okay. So you can select this and then click here. And then meron din dyan, release clipping mask. Okay. Pag ni-release clipping mask nyo, nag-convert siya from clip group to group. So, naka-group pa rin siya. Okay. So, you can right-click on it and then ungroup. Okay. Para ganun. Alright. Now, ayan. So, ganyan, no? So, I can right-click and then release clipping mask para individualize na siya. Okay. Now, if you want to so some of you have tried this, no? Yung parang if you want this third rectangle to move to layer 2, ang naging practice natin was you just drag it, no, sa layers, no? Another way of doing it is, for example, you want this in layer 2. You can cut, select layer 2, and then you can go edit and then paste in place. Para same pa rin yung location kung saan siya magpipaste. Alright? And it's already there. Alright? So that's another way of doing it. Okay? So you have under edit menu, yun pa rin yung mga usual commands. You have cut, copy, and then 5 types of pasting. Okay, so you have the regular paste, paste in front, back, play in place, at saka paste on all artboards. Alright, and again, on the right side, you have the shortcut keys. Okay, now, for the last 2 days, what you guys have been trying, when you start opening or creating a new document is you go file new or file open, right? And then meron kang save as. Okay. All right. Now, there are 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 types of save. Okay. So, 4 types of save. So, you have save, save as, save a copy, tsaka save as template. John, what do you think, how do you differentiate, no, yung mga save options na to? Why do you think there's 4?
Try ko lang ha. Save is basically save as the same file. Save as is basically saving as a different file. Save a template is basically saving it as a template so that you could use it later as a new new file.
Okay.
Save as copy is just basically saving a copy of that file.
All right. Okay, so that's a good try. So save is basically you just okay. So let's start. Save, you use save if you've already saved the file. Okay. Kung meron na siyang file name na naka-assign. In my case, look at my document tab. No, it says an untitled one. So ibig sabihin, hindi ko pa talaga siya ina-assignan ng file name. Okay? So, dun papasok si Save As. Okay? So, in Save As, you can change the file type. All the files, the file types that you see here support vector. Ibig sabihin, 100% editable siya in Illustrator when you open those kinds of files. Okay? So, this is where you may also change the file name or assign the file name, and then you click on save. Save a copy, pang tamad lang. What it does is, it just adds the word copy. Okay, yun lang. Alright? And then, save as a template, automatic lang. Hindi ko nga maintindihan eh. Pang-tamad lang din. Okay? So, ang ginagawa lang niya is automatic. Yung file type is AIT. So, yes, John, it basically just allows you to save it as a template. No? Pero ang funny dito is it still opens the same window of the save as, right? Because here, you can still choose whichever file type. So, again, pang-tamad lang siya. Okay. So, yun lang. Just wanted to let you know. Yan. Alright. Okay. So, what else did we learn yesterday? Yesterday, we got introduced to some tools. No? So, what are the tools that were used yesterday, Romel?
Yesterday, tools. Yung shapes.
Yes, we got introduced to a shape.
The rectangle tool, and then also if you're going to teka. Ina-open ko yung ano ko kasi it's not complete. So if you're like, let's say, if you wanna draw normal and then draw behind at saka yung draw inside, which I think it's critical, especially if you're nasa na ba yung image. So you can work on parang the layer part of the whole process. So yeah.
Right. So we discussed a couple of things in the toolbar, what you can actually see, what you can use. No? So that's the screen mode in terms of viewing. And then you have the drawing modes. No? So you have 3 drawing modes available. We also did try yung rectangle tool, and probably you guys also tried some of the other shapes. No? We also had touch the selection tool. No? So this allows you to select objects, move them around, resize using the bounding box, right? And artboard tool, no? To resize naman the artboard and move them around the canvas. We also did cover...
I have a question.
Yes.
Yung kasi when I opened up and tawag dito, nung nilabas ko yung rectangular tool, rounded rectangle, merong isang extra tool na flare tool. Tapos,
because you're using a lower version. Okay.
Yeah.
Flare tool. Or no. It's on the advanced yata.
Advanced yata. Let me share my screen. Ang galing eh. Katuwa.
Okay, wait. Oh yeah,
ito
that.
siya, oh. Parang, what? Okay. But yun lang.
Yeah. There is a flare tool. Even in the earlier versions, meron siya.
Okay.
But yeah, actually ano lang naman, basta ganyan lang naman siya. Pero yeah, ito flare tool. Mm-mm. So it allows you to apply some flare, and this is called what? What is that called? This was a term that was introduced in session 1. No, this is actually a raster effect. So I don't know if it's visible on your end, but do you see that? Meron parang banding. There are like lines when you zoom in. You see those? Ayan o.
Parang nawala yata yung share screen.
Ma'am, walang
Oo nga. Sorry na agaw ko. Sorry.
Wala ba? Wala. Oo nga, hindi pala ako naka-share screen. Alright, ayan. Okay. So ito, this is an example of This is an example of a raster effect. So again, if we are talking about 100% vector graphics, it cannot handle gradients. And this is a gradient. Okay, so you're not restricted to just solid colors in Illustrator. It can definitely use or you can definitely apply gradients, no, or blends, no, blended colors. But notice, look at what it looks like when you zoom in. Do you see that? Yung may lines, no? So those are banding. So that's still pixel-based. Kaya siya tinatawag na raster effect. You're applying a raster effect. But when you zoom in along the path, it's smooth. No? So that is the part that's vector. But your fill color, which is the inside color, is a gradient. And that's where you see those lines. Okay? So normally, ang best practice, guys, if you have a combination of photos and line art, okay, so that you have better control in terms of resolution, okay, then you'll have to move your vector artwork from Illustrator into Photoshop rather than the other way around. Okay, so again, if it's a combination of photos and line art, and you need to save the file, better to do that in Photoshop para you have more control in terms of those gradients and blends, no? You have better control over resolution, okay, when it comes to saving the file. Okay, so yeah. All right. Okay, so today, what are we going to discuss? Today, we're going to cover drawing basics, right? So, let me switch lang over to our Google Classroom. Grabe, uminit, pero umulan, pero ang init pa rin. Okay. All right, so drawing basics. So here I added lang a quick guide for your reference. You may want to print it out or save it on your desktop. No, it's your choice. Pero I just grouped them for the sake of having easy reference, no? This only displays your basic toolbar, not the advanced one, just the basic toolbar. Again, there are at least 85 to 90 tools available on just that bar, no, in that toolbox. So you have selection tools that's on top, okay. You have the pen tool and the convert anchor point tool, okay. And then you have mga paintbrush, no, painting tools or drawing tools, right? You have the shape tools, which we got introduced to yesterday. You have type tools, no? Pag nag-switch kayo to advanced na toolbar, ano yan? Dadami pa yan. Magkakaroon pa kayo ng additional tools, no? Underneath. Okay, so ayan. Now, we'll proceed to basic shapes. Okay, so let me do my demo. Basic shapes. Alright. Okay. So, when it comes to drawing, alright, at least for the purpose of this exercise, there's two parts of your exercise, okay? So one is you need to achieve this, okay? Second part of your exercise is you need to achieve this. And in order to do that, we'll get acclimated pa, no? We need to familiarize ourselves with the shape tools and the things that you can do with the shape tools, okay? And then on top of that, we will start working with, well, not start, but we will talagang use the selection tool more often this time, right? And then we will try to use some copy functions, no? Kasi if we'll notice, you need to again take a look at the robot, no? So, ano-ano ang mga pare-pareho? Okay. So, you have the arm. So, 1 and 2 are the same. Yung legs mo are the same. Okay. Eyes, the same. Ears, no? And the head, itong at least the top part, are actually the same. Okay. So you have to identify which are same objects so that you don't have to recreate every single one from scratch. But instead, you'll just have to copy them. Okay. And then you'll get yourselves more acclimated na rin with the bounding box. No? Kasi, of course, for example, ito, iba ang rotation nito. Right? Okay. Then we will also get to learn more about the shape builder tool. So let me just quickly switch to basic, no? Our basic toolbar. Okay. So yesterday, ang pinag-usapan natin is there are two attributes, no, of an object. When you create a path, okay, so this is a path, all right? If I use my pen tool, okay, all right. So they define path as being a line between 2 points. Okay, so that's a path. With a pen tool, you're actually using, or you're using points to be able to create a path. Okay. So points can also be called as anchor points. Okay. And with those points, you may also use those points to create curves. Okay. So yeah, so that's called anything that you create in Illustrator, whether it's pen tool or rectangle tool or the paintbrush, everything is going to be called path. Okay. So when you create an object, you have two attributes. You always have stroke and you have the fill. So fill is yung inside part of any object, and then your stroke is normally the outline. So it's along the path. Okay, so that's the stroke. For stroke and fill, what you need to remember is not all the time may kulay yan, right? So you may also choose not to apply a color, okay? And to do that, you need to make sure on your control bar, you can choose this. No? So on your control bar, this is your fill, this is your stroke, okay? So click on the drop-down menu and then click here that says none. So yung red na slanting line. Okay. Yeah. So that means you don't have any color applied on the stroke. And then this one, ganun din, you can do the same thing. None. Ayan. Kaya yan yung sinasabi natin, di ba, yesterday, na kailangan mag-control Y ka or command Y to switch to outline preview and see if there are paths, okay, on your artwork that doesn't have any color applied to them. Okay. Now, fill and color. Okay. Fill and color. Stroke and color. Stroke and fill. Yan. Okay. So, stroke and fill. When it comes to applying colors, kailangan kung ano yung nasa ibabaw, kung ano yung kukulayan mo, yun yung nasa ibabaw. Okay. So, for example, ito, nasa ibabaw, which is the stroke. So that means if you're going to change a color, no, using the swatches panel, for example, let's open the swatches panel. It is going to apply the red color on the stroke. Okay, so again, be mindful of this too. Okay, if you have fill on top and you choose a yellow color in the swatches panel, then it applies in the fill. Okay? So, be mindful. Baka kasi, minsan nangyayari yun eh. No? Na mali yung pinag-a-apply ng kulay. Okay? This one allows you to swap the fill and the stroke colors. Okay. And then this one goes back to the default fill and stroke, which is black and white. Okay? Yeah. Alright. Now, what else do we need to know about shapes? Okay, so any shape that you create, no, using the direct selection tool, whether it's rectangle, you can still modify this, okay, by clicking and dragging a point. Okay, okay. So point. Alright. So kanina, we have been using this. So selection tool basically selects the entire object and allows you to move it around. You have the bounding box. You just use it to resize. Whereas your direct selection tool is allowing you to select a point. So make sure lang na you select a point. The rest would be hollow or white. So ibig sabihin, deselected yun. Hindi selected yung points na yan. So it has to be a solid color. And then you can drag it. Okay. Alright. Now, do you see this? Itong widget na. This is called a corner widget. Okay, again, a corner widget. Some shapes would have that. And that allows you to create a curve instead of a corner. Okay? So create a curve instead of talagang straight corners. No? So when you mouse over that corner widget, notice that my cursor changes to parang adding a curve, no, on the side. So you click drag that. And that allows you to create a curve. Saya-saya.
Galing.
Oo. Truth. Okay, so you click on this point. Again, there's a corner widget that's going to appear. And then again, you can click drag. Okay, to create a curve. Alright? Okay. So, how do we create shapes? No? Ang kahapon na demonstration or what you guys may have tried was just click drag. No? Click drag and then release the mouse. No? And it allows you to create the shape, right? And then we resize it again using the selection tool, right? Okay. Now, there's another way of creating a shape. So, you click here. Instead of click drag motion, you just click on a blank space on your canvas. And this window will appear. Okay. So, whenever you have this window appear, this allows you to type in exact values. No? So, kunyari, for width, it's 5 inches. And then for height is 3 inches. And then click OK. Alright. Para lumabas siya. Okay. Alright. So, again, click drag or just click. Alright. And then you can type in the value. So, again, nag-auto-calculate or nag-convert si Illustrator. So, you can put inches, points, millimeters, centimeters here. Alright? Even if your default of unit of measurement is different. Okay? Yan. What else? You can hold down. So, the third way of doing it is click drag from corner, di ba? Tapos gagawa siya. Okay? Meron namang hold down alt or option. Hold down alt or option. Look at the cursor. Naging box. Okay? That is an indicator that it will create from the center. Okay? So, ayan. Okay? So, hold down alt, click drag, and it creates from the center. So, 3 ways ha. So, 1 is click drag. Alright. So, from corner yan, mag-create siya ng shape. And then the other is just click on the blank space. So, that's 2. Right? And then third is hold down alt or option, click drag. So, it allows you to create from the center. Okay. Alright. Now, same with circle din, no? So, you click drag. You can click on a blank space. You get this also. Okay. And then you can also hold down alt, click drag to create from the center. Okay. Sa ganun din for ano ba ito? Polygon, no? So, click drag, click. Pag click mo, this one naman is in terms of radius and number of sides. Okay. But still the same, it gives you fields where you can customize it. Right? So, yan din siya. And then hold down alt again to click to create from the center. Okay. So, ganun din si star. Okay. Click on the blank space, you get this. So, you can identify radius 1, radius 2, and then number of points for your star. So, it can be like 6, for example. This is how it's going to look like. Okay. You may also, right. Okay.
Question po.
Yes.
Di ba meron ka ng first shape na star, tapos when you click on the open space and then it opens up yung parameters niya, naka-default siya rin sa last shape that you created, right?
Yes. Yes. That's a good observation. Yes. When you create this shape, for example, you Illustrator remembers it. One step lang. Illustrator will remember it. So, pag kinlik ka, tapos, etong dimensions na to is the same as what you just created. Correct. Okay. So, yan siya. And that observation, at least what you have identified, is very important when it comes to transform. So, gagawin din natin siya. Okay. Ngayon, ang trick dito with, for example, ito, no? Kasi rectangle tool ang tawag sa kanya. What if I want a perfect square? Okay. What if I want a perfect square? So, I click and then you just, diba? Put in the values, the same values para maging perfect square siya. Okay. Pero what's another way of doing it if I want to do it like manually? Just yung creating a marquee. Okay? Hindi ko alam kung maalala ito ni Maylord. Maylord, naalala mo ba? What key do you press to constrain it to 45 degrees?
Hindi ko na maalala.
Okay, so you
Or-
hold down shift, click drag.
Sabi ko na shift.
Hold down shift and then click drag. Okay. So same with circle, no?
para
Down
po
shift.
shape.
Oo. Parang perfect square, perfect circle. Basically, it constrains at 45 degrees eh. So, yan yung ano niya. Hold down shift while you drag. Okay. Alright. Now, for star, and then yung line, ano. So, ayan, you have line, click, drag, then yung motion yun. Click, drag. Click, drag. Alright. Okay. So, click, drag. So, you can also try that yung click, drag, and then hold down shift sa line. Yan o. 45 degree angle yan. Okay? 45 degrees. Click, drag, going downwards. You can make a straight line. Yan. Hold down shift. Okay. Now, what else can you do with these shapes, no? In terms of movement? Okay. So, what we have been demonstrating so far is etong si, let's apply yung mga film. So, you use yung what we have been demonstrating so far is using the selection tool to move it. Okay. There's also another way of moving it around. Okay. So another way is just using your arrow keys. Lalo na kung smaller increments ang kailangan mo. Yung very fine dapat yung movement, no? So ako madalas ko ginagamit yung arrow keys. No? Kasi minsan ang awkward mag-move using your mouse. No? Pero kung konting parang susundutan mo lang naman, babump mo lang ng konti. No? So you can use your arrow keys to do that. Another way of moving it around is in your properties panel, you have your X and Y. Diba? So let's say ito, 8 inches. Ayun. Okay. Pag Y, i-move natin, 8 inches. Ay, nawala na siya. Nasa na siya? Nasa na siya? Ayun. Hindi ko na nakita kung nasaan siya. Ayan. So, you have X and Y in the transform. No? Here then, on your control bar, because you have this selected, it tells you na it's a rectangle. Dun sa control bar natin, you have your fill, stroke, thickness of the stroke, you can change here. Let's zoom in. You can also zoom in, guys, by holding down Alt and then scroll up or down. Ganun ginagawa ko eh. Scroll up or down using your mouse. No? So, ayan. So, you can change the thickness of your stroke here. Okay. So, you have variable width. Yan, yun yung style. Adding style on your stroke. No? There are also brushes that you can choose from. Okay. Yan. Opacity. You can change the opacity of your object here. Okay. You can also align objects. No? So, for example, you have two shapes. No? Two shapes. You select both. Okay. Then you can use the align options here. Alright. And then here you have transform panel. Ito is the same window or options you get to see in the properties panel. Okay. So, yeah. Alright. Okay. What else do we need to know about shapes? Okay. So, for star, another thing, no? While you have, okay. So, you click drag, no? I'm not releasing yung clicker ko sa mouse, no? Click drag, ayan. Use your up and down arrow keys that allows you to add points or reduce points. Okay. So in my case, if I want to create a rectangle, a triangle, for example, kasi wala namang preset na triangle, edi bakasan ko na lang yung points para meron akong triangle. Alright? Okay. Now, let's say this is red. No, it's a red star. Switch that. It's red star. Okay. And I want to copy this here. Okay. So I can tell Illustrator, Illustrator, I want this change to this. Okay. So I have to select the triangle. Now I'm going to introduce you to a new tool which is called eyedropper. So si eyedropper, ika-copy niya yung attributes mo. Okay. So again, select the object that you want to apply the colors. Click on the eyedropper tool. Click here, and then ayan na siya. Copies. Right? Okay. Question so far?
Ms. Kat?
Yes, Enzo. You're on mute.
Sorry. The eyedropper tool, when selecting a color, it only selects the specific. Like, let's say if I'm selecting fill, it only changes the fill, not the stroke. The stroke, yeah.
No, it copies everything.
So okay.
But there's but it's advanced. But sige, you can double click on the eyedropper and you get this window. And you can control kung ano yung kukopihin niya. Like here, it's gonna practically copy everything. So that includes transparency, so opacity ng object mo, colors, in terms of stroke, ganyan. If you're using the eyedropper on text, it will also include character style, the paragraph style, yeah. But you can control it here.
It's not a one-time thing, no? So pag ginawa mo na yung option na to, everything is gonna follow this except you go back to the default. Tama po ba?
No, it's throughout the document.
Yeah.
One time lang siyang babaguhin. So if you want to go back and change it again.
Oh, okay. So this only works like, let's say, on one part lang. Let's say meron ka ulit. So you need to go back here again and change this again to follow the pickup and application. Okay.
Tama ba pagkaintindi ko ng question mo?
Or, sorry, question.
I think I get your question. I think I should have a better way of explaining it. Once you make the change, it will remain changed.
Okay.
Ganun lang. Yun na yun. So, it will remain changed.
Okay.
So if you want to go back to the default, then you'll have to open this options window again and make the necessary changes again.
Okay. Sige pa. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Okay. So good questions. Those are valid questions. But yeah. So again, you can double click here, and then you get this window. Okay. But it might be different in the lower versions. Okay. So previous it's all copied lang. Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Ano po ulit yung clinic nyo para yung sa star, yung mabawasan yung points?
Oh, okay. So, two ways of doing that. One is you just click on on a blank canvas, and then you can change lang the number of points to 3 para maging triangle siya. The other way of doing it was click drag, pero don't release yung clicker mo dun sa mouse. Use your up and down arrow keys to add and remove points.
Got it, ma'am. Thank you.
Alright, good.
Mama,
Yes,
can we use Shift and Alt at the same time?
Shift and Alt. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You can. Okay. So, now we will do the exercise. Yay! Gagawa na tayo ng robot. Okay. So here guys, all right. So let's take a look and analyze. There's one more thing pala na I forgot to share with you. Okay. So notice yung eyes. Parang butas siya, right? It's like a donut, no? Kasi meron kang white part in the middle. But this one seems to be hollow, diba? Parang butas siya eh. Because this is your background color eh, right? So, yan. This one also, right? Also this one, okay. So, alright. So, to have something like this, na parang butas, okay. So, let's do a donut, okay. So I create a circular shape and then I'll create something in the middle ulit. Okay. And you want this hollow, right? Gusto mo butasin siya. Okay. Select both objects. Okay, so click, drag, make sure na these two are selected. Right click, and then make compound path. Okay, so again, no? When it comes to compound paths, it has to be at least two objects overlapping each other. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. So select both objects. Smaller one is on top. Yun yung bubutasin mo. Okay, right click and then make compound path. So it actually combined these two objects to behave like single object.
Ms. Cass, does this only work for two objects or at minimum two?
Minimum two. Minimum two. Okay. Pero, okay, so yan, no? If you want to be really clean about how you create this robot, then the idea or the best practice would be to create a compound path. Okay. But if you want to cheat, how do you cheat? So you give the illusion na butas siya. Tofi. What you think? Para you give the illusion na butas siya. How do we cheat? We can cheat. Any idea?
I don't know how to cheat.
Magkano?
Add another
Look at the tofu.
I know, Christine. Christine, yes, Christine.
add another shape that's the same color as the background.
Yeah, correct. So that's even why I introduced you to the eyedropper tool. To give the illusion na it's butas. Right? Yun. Okay, so if you want to cheat, yeah, you can do that. If you're having a hard time with the compound path, Tofi doesn't cheat daw, so you use a compound path. Right? But yeah, so that's another way of doing it. Okay? So yeah. All right. Good. So if I ask you, don't mind all this, no? Well, I want to see what's your thought process to be able to come up with this. You have some guidelines here. Okay, so you create a robot using basic shapes. You can use the eyedropper tool to copy the colors. Okay, you can use the shortcut keys, which I actually demonstrated earlier. All right, rotate, reflect. Right now, let's just do just a simple copy. So, for example, if this is the arm, no? So, and then let's use the eyedropper tool. Okay, so what you do is you just copy it. How do we copy it? You can select the object, hold down Alt. Okay, so you'll notice your cursor will become like 2 arrows, and then drag it, hold down Shift. Okay, para constrain siya at 45 degrees or talagang naka-align yung duplication niya. Okay, now if we are to rotate, we are to create this. So you create a circle, and then you want the rectangle shape. Wait, ito kailangan ko eh. Yan, okay. Then remember, hindi naman mataba, so kailangan manipis. So you have to click on this point. I'll just use my arrow keys. I'll select, hold down Shift, tapos select multiple points, and then move them to the right. Ay, to the left. Yan, okay. So pwede kong nipisan. I can zoom in. Ito yung mga napag-aralan na natin, guys. Yesterday, right? We can straighten this a bit. I won't make it a bit, medyo just for demonstration purposes. So let's say yan, okay? If you're gonna move this around, okay? Pwedeng click drag nyo, naiwan yung circle, diba? So what do we do to make them move as a single set?
Group po.
Group, very good. So you select all 3 objects, right click, and then group. Okay? Para pag click nyo, hindi na kayo nag-worry na nag-move siya around. Okay? So eto siya, right? And then you need to create another copy and then rotate it. Hold down Shift para constraint at 45 degrees. Then ito na yung tenga nyo. Hold down spacebar to navigate. Diyan pumapasok lahat ng natin. Pinag-aralan kahapon, right? Hand tool, zoom tool. Okay. Hold down. Create another copy here. Rotate using the selection tool. Mouse over near a corner of the bounding box. That would allow you to rotate. Okay. So you can do the same then for the others. Okay. So there's something here, like a traced outline. Now you can use as your guide. Right? Okay. Any questions so far, guys? None? Are you sure? Okay, so time check, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, let's have a 5-minute break and then you can start doing this exercise before we proceed to the second part of drawing. That will introduce us to shape builder tool naman.
Scott,
Yes.
need help again. Pag 'di ba pag prines ko, pag sinelect ko to, tapos right click, wait lang. Press right click.
Noy? Noy?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good.
Pag prines ko to, sinelect ko to, tapos right click.
Ganito gawin mo, Noy. Kasi na-move siya, right? So, remember, kailangan mo siyang i-lock. Okay. So, what you do is, okay, kasi ang gagawin mo lang naman, iti-trace mo siya. So, click on your layers panel. Sorry. No, not the context menu. So, click here. Ayan, and then click here.
Saan yung isa? Okay.
Not the I. Yung dun sa blank. Yan. Okay. So, naka-lock na siya. Now, create a new layer. Create a new layer. Ayan. Para dyan ka na mag-start mag-draw. Okay na yan. Hindi na mag-move yung ano mo.
Okay.
Yung things mo. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Kat.
Okay.
Managing social media campaigns with Monday.com is
Music
easy.
tayo. So remember, corner widgets allow you to create the curves. Right?
Miss Kat,
Yes.
paano nga ilabas yung shape na tools dito?
Sige. So, click mo yung rectangle. Click. Okay. And then, yung far right-hand side, merong parang bar. Yan. Para mag-expand. Yan. Okay.
Thank you.
Christina, I don't see your screen yet. And si Romel, I don't see your screen yet. Please share. Okay, good job, John. All right, good.
Ayaw niya mag-share screen eh. Teka. Ganun. Oh, sa baba pala kaya.
Nawala si Maylord. Maylord, di ko pa nakikita yung screen mo. Okay. Alright. Enzo, you were using the right tool earlier. It should be the white arrow. And then you have to click on a point if you want to move it. So just click here para you move it downwards. Click outside first. Click somewhere here first. Nag-ano siya. Okay. Yan. Then click. There you go.
Scott, paano nga yung triangle? Yung kanina.
Okay. Sige.
Di ba galing yun sa star?
Delete mo muna yung star. Okay, good. Tapos, click yung star. Okay. And then, click here lang. Click on a blank space. Huwag ka mag-drag. Click mo lang. Okay. And then, change mo
Okay.
yung points to 3.
Thank you.
Alright. Okay, good job, Tufi. Pero Tufi, baliktad yung yung ano mo. Yung eye mo. Yung...
Hide lang yung ano. Ay, oo nga, baliktad.
Oo, ito yung white.
Okay.
Ito yung background part.
Okay.
Okay.
Iska, how do I fill? Like fill color?
What color do you want to change it to?
Well,
But that's already white. It's already white eh. It's your background that's like maroon.
yeah, how do I change that? Or how do I make it overlap to the point that it looks like one object rather than two objects intersecting?
Okay. Actually, that's a new... Okay, so, all right. Select all these objects. Okay, and then choose this tool. Good. Now, click drag this way. Release. There you go.
Okay.
That's what you call a shape builder tool. So it merges everything.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Kasi iba pala yung ginawa mo. You created from scratch, no?
Yeah, hindi ba dapat?
That's okay. That's okay. That's fine.
Scott, paano nga yung ano natin, paano nga yung kinakopy na dinadrag? Like, ito muna, di ba? Nakaselect to.
Hold down Alt.
Alt.
Select all three, tapos hold down Alt.
Yun.
Okay. Then just rotate. Hold down Shift para straight siya. Yan.
Pag niro-rotate.
Oo. Para ano siya, nag-45 degrees siya eh. So, nagsistraighten siya habang nagda-drag. Yan. Good.
Tapos na may curve na siya, oh.
Let's see. Oo nga, ba't nag-curve yan?
Ano pa ginawa yung kanina?
Sige, select mo yung triangle mo. Teka. Request control ako ha. Okay. Oo nga, ang curves. Ang daming curves. Ang cute. Wait, ungroup natin ha.
Ayun.
Yan.
Tapos,
Napindot mo yata yung corner widget eh. Nasaan na to? Bakit ayaw mo to? Yun. Ha? Okay na yan. Kasi ano naman, hidden naman siya. Ayan. Okay. And be careful lang guys when you're dragging. Sometimes you may be pressing the corner widgets kaya nagkakaroon kayo ng unwanted curves. Yan. And then again, if you're moving like more than at least 2 objects together, better to group them. So you have to select those 2, 3 objects, right click and then group. Alright. If you guys are getting frustrated with basta cheat na lang if possible. Pag nahirapan kayo sa compound pa, cheat whenever possible. So you can copy the background color instead using the eyedropper. Okay.
Ma'am, may question po ako.
Yes, John.
Kasi yung nagka-transparent yung canvas ko, anong pindutin?
Ano nangyari dyan? Teka. Go to view and then hide transparency grid ang hanapin mo.
Okay,
There you go.
thank you.
Baka napindot mo yung yung shortcut key nun, kaya nag-switch.
Control.
Shift
Okay.
Control D. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Miss Kat, nasa na yung kulay? Pang fill.
Okay. Eyedrop. Naka-ano ka kasi? Naka-advanced toolbar ka? Teka.
Wait, sige. Saan
Switch
nga
ka muna.
Saan nga yun?
View, sorry. Window. Go to window and then toolbars and then choose basic para mas madali.
Toolbars.
Tools pala. Tools. Ba't yun? Kasi lower. Ano ka pala? Mas mababang version. Okay, wait. Nasaan ang eyedropper mo? Ito pala. Nakita ko na. Wait. Ito. Eyedropper. Ayan. Tapos click mo tong background. Ayan.
Thank you.
Okay.
Ano na pa ba?
Ayan. Okay, good job, Maylord. Alright, great, Christine. Okay, Christine, if you'll notice, let me just open my annotate. All right. Okay, yellow. So if you notice, these two are not aligned, right? So what you do is select both the objects, these two objects. Oh, better yet, sorry, let me just correct that. Select all three objects,
Okay.
all right? And then on your control bar, use this align option, which centers all three objects in the middle.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. Good.
Thank you.
All right. So you can just remove this and then copy this over here. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, good job, John. Tapos ka na. Yay. Okay. All right, good, Enzo. Okay, I'll show you. Yan, yan. That's good, Enzo. Yeah, there. Okay. All right, good.
Pwede rin palang Control-V, Control-C dito.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yun. Oh.
Nice, good job, Tofi. So I'll stop your screen share. John also done na, no? So I'll stop your screen share. Okay.
Control-C.
Don't wait for me.
Why not? You're almost done. Okay.
Dami question.
Who's that?
Me, Sophie.
Yes, Tofi.
Meron po bang in-offer na InDesign class?
Yes, we have an InDesign class this month.
This month, upcoming class.
I think it's a Saturday, Sunday class.
Kailan siya nag-start na?
Di pa nagsa-start. So you can still join that class. Let me check lang my calendar. Yeah. So basic is on the 17th.
Okay.
And that's 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Kasi 2 days lang eh. So Saturday, Sunday, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. That's also hands-on, just like this.
So meron pang advanced class, ma'am?
Yes, there is. And it's on the following week, 24 and 25.
How about this, yung Illustrator, ma'am? May advanced na to?
Yes, merong advance. It's on October 12 to 14.
Wow. Okay.
That's Monday to Wednesday.
Okay. Noted, ma'am.
You can
Ma'am,
check the website para
okay, ma'am. Nandun din yung fees nun sa website.
I sent the link na lang sa chat group natin if you're interested. Tapos you just click on the name of the course and that should give you the fees and what you can expect out of that class. Like yung objectives, ganyan.
Kayo din ba teacher namin dun?
Hindi. No. It's Tony Buku.
Okay, ma'am.
But I'm joining that class too as moderator.
Okay. Sige po. Thank you.
Bakit pag ako ayaw mo na?
Hindi. Kala ko nga kayo ulit, ma'am. Kala ko nga sa advance kayo ulit.
No, I don't teach advanced. Ganda rin yun.
Well,
You get to experience, a different instructor din. Okay. Alright. Nice, Enzo. So, I think what's missing na lang for you, Enzo, is the background, right? So, you have to create a big rectangular shape, put it behind the robot, and then just change it to maroon. Okay. Done ka na, no, Maylord? Ah, hindi pa. Legs pa. Just the legs. Okay. Alright. Okay, good. Alright, good. Okay. Sige, we'll extend 5 more minutes, ha? For the rest who are done, you can take a quick break. Okay, so, all right. And so, one thing then that can help you, no, is, for example, like this. I think you did it manually. Same then here. Okay, you did it manually, no? If you want to perfectly align those two objects, you can select the two objects and then, can you try that? Select this two circular shapes. Okay.
Maybe.
Ayan. So here on top of your on your control bar, you have like align options eh. Like ito, center to eh.
Yun.
Ayan.
Okay.
So that will help you. Basta if you select multiple objects, tapos you have to align them in a certain manner, you can do that. No?
Okay. So I have to select para two objects for it to come out.
Yes, yes. Kasi it doesn't make sense kung isa lang. Ano i-align mo, anak? Ito naman si Enzo.
Hindi pa
Diba?
nagkakapag.
Ano bang robot?
Let's see nga, your Snoy. Oh, ayan na. Transformer ka na. Ano nangyari? Hindi mo pa binuo. Tinabi-tabi mo lang.
Bubuin ba?
Malamang, no? So,
Sige.
i-move mo na sila na parang robot. Eto, move mo na dito sa
Sige, bubuin ko.
akala mo tapos ka na. Eto, dito, dito mo na i-move.
Saan?
Ito na yung body mo eh. Dito mo na lang i-move.
Okay.
Ang cute mo rin eh, no? Dapat naka-move siya. Okay. Na-group mo na kasi, Romel eh. No?
Yeah.
That's okay. That's fine. Tapos, di-delete mo na lang yung last part. Kasi dapat wala ka nung pang-ulo lang yung bigger rectangular shape eh.
Okay.
You have to ungroup them. Ang i-group mo lang dapat yung tatlong parts, yung upper part.
Ah. Wait.
Yeah.
Dito na ako.
Ito dapat wala. For the ears. Yan o. Wala dapat yan. Ito. Wala dapat yun. Sa
Oh.
ears. Oh.
Okay. Mali. Okay,
So
baba.
you can just ungroup this part.
Okay.
Delete it. Yun.
So, ungroup. Remove this. Or
Yan,
okay.
delete selected kasi lahat.
Ungroup. And then this. And then group.
Okay. Kulit din, Noy, oh. Patapos ka ni. Bubuhay mo lang yung ano eh.
Ano?
Okay. Sige, I'll stop your screen share. Tapos natapusan mo lang yan. Alright. Okay, Enzo. That's good. Alright. So, okay, so Enzo, this part, let me annotate lang. Okay. That's fine. Let's retain it lang. It's okay. Yung color should be fine. So, this should be red. These parts, no? This one.
Yeah.
To give the illusion that it's hollow. Okay. So you can use the eyedropper or you can just manually, apply the fill color. Also the big rectangular shape in the middle. Okay. Okay, good. And then you're not supposed to have, so Enzo, you're not supposed to have any color on the stroke. There you go. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Ayan. There. Yan na. Nawala na. Alright. So save your file. That's good. Okay, Maylord. Okay, good. Done na si Maylord. Good job. Alright.
I think okay na rin ako.
Ayan, okay ka na rin. Okay, good. Sige. I'll stop your screen share also, Christine. Okay. Guys, 3-minute break before we start. At least for the last folks who finished now. Okay. Game time. How was it, Pusit? How was the exercise? Noy?
Ano na lang, eyeliner na lang kulang ko, ma'am.
Bakit? Why?
Nabulag eh.
Okay. Christine, I sent you a message in the chat group. No? Okay. So, but I think overall, everybody's on the right track naman, no? So again, it takes a little getting used to because, especially for those who have never even attempted to use Adobe Illustrator before. But again, guys, you are on the right track. It's just a matter of taking time talaga and practice, okay? One thing though, Enzo, you actually started from scratch instead of just creating something here. So I think, but that takes a lot of effort, no? Okay. So, yeah, we did it differently simply because we merged everything the way you want it to appear on your end. Okay? Kaya tayo gumamit ng shape builder. But as a matter of fact, hindi naman talaga siya naka-merge. It only gives you the illusion that it's a single object because it doesn't have a stroke. Oh, saan ka? Lalayas ka na? Okay. No, but it's good. At least now you're one step ahead. Can you still hear me? You can, right? Okay. Kasi umuulan eh. Sorry. I don't have a headset. Okay. You're one step ahead because in the second part of the drawing exercise is using the shape builder tool. Okay. All right. Now, before we go there, any questions so far about this exercise?
Stressful.
Stressful? Naku, baka lalo kayong ma-stress sa pen tool. Dahil ina-expect ko kayo dito. Okay? You are expected to achieve something like this. Right? So, yeah. Okay. So, again, it takes time. I know it can be stressful, but you have offline. Please take time to, to practice. You know? So, those are just basic shapes. And look at what you have achieved, no? Just using the basic shapes. As a matter of fact, let's reflect on that part. Okay? Ibig sabihin, you don't even need to draw. Diba? It's just a combination of shapes to be able to come up with something like this. Kaya ako talaga, personally, hindi na ako nasanay sa graphic pen. Kasi nga, gumagamit ako ng basic shapes. So, yun. Okay. So, in our next exercise, what we want to achieve is this. Okay? Now, we will come up with this image using these shapes. And using a tool that's called Shape Builder. Okay? So, let me just mute everyone kasi I keep hearing myself. Okay. So, ayan. Alright. So, what is a Shape Builder tool? It's this tool. Okay. So, it's called Shape Builder. So, let's say you have two overlapping objects. Alright. So, you have two overlapping objects. Okay. So, if we are talking about parts of overlapping objects, ilang parts ang nakikita natin? I see one part, two, three. Okay? You have three parts, di ba? Parang ito, it has its own shape. Okay? So, 1, 2, and then 3. Alright. Now, if you use, if you have this, no, you don't have stroke applied to it, it looks like a single object. But as a matter of fact, it's two objects. Okay? Yan. So, you select both of them. And if you use the Shape Builder tool, you click drag yan. No? So, when you mouse over a part, see? 1, 2, 3. So, nare-recognize na. And it's grayed out when you're mousing over a part. Okay? So, it means it's a selected part. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3. If I click drag, it becomes a single object. Okay, and this is what what we did with you, Enzo. Yung the ears, the head, yung sa hair or hat, no. So yun ang ginawa natin. So again, if it's I'm on outline preview, clearly you have two objects with three parts. Pero if you click drag, this is how it looks like. Okay, so now it becomes a single object. That's why it's called the Shape Builder tool. Okay. Okay. Now, what happens if so if I'm not pressing anything on my keyboard, no, there's a plus sign. So it basically merges everything into a single object. Pero if I hold down Alt, my cursor will change to a minus sign. Ibig sabihin, tatanggalin niya yung part na yun. Okay? So, let's say I want to remove this part. I just hold down Alt and then click on the middle part and it removes that section of the object. Okay? So, if I go to layers, let me open my layers panel. Okay. So, ayan siya. Alright, so ganon. Okay. So again, let's say I have two objects, again, overlapping. Select both. I can hold down Alt, click here, no, to remove that section. Do the same here, hold down Alt, edi tinanggal mo rin siya. Then you get this shape na. Okay? So, Alt is always going to do the opposite. Okay? Which is remove. So, here, analyze natin. Alright? So, let's start off.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes.
Question po. I tried doing it, yung dalawang rectangle.
Uh-uh.
Pero yung overlapping part, hindi siya nasa-select sa akin. Or do I have to use something?
Or baka naka-outline preview ka.
Yes. In-outline preview ko.
Can you show your screen?
Ganyan pala yung panggawa ng Pacman yun.
Sure.
Switch back to normal view.
Wait lang. Nagla-lunch.
Okay.
Okay.
So select both objects first. And then use the shape builder tool. Ayan. And then click drag. Click drag motion dapat. Click drag. Yan.
Yan.
Ayan na siya. Okay. Getty. So let me share my screen again. Okay. So let's go back to this image. Okay. So looking at this image, let's start with this part of the eye. Okay. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, which of these objects will you use to come up with this? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Etong part na to. Enzo.
Fourth image. The two circles.
Yes. So fourth image. So this one. And then Enzo, if I use the shape builder tool to come up with this shape, what do I do?
You take out the top and the bottom.
Take out. So hold down Alt, click here, para you get this. Alright. Okay. Then next is, let's, yung circle, we can just move it here. Alright. Then we have a moon inside. So 1, 2, 3. Which do I use?
3.
3. Very good. And then how do I create the moon shape? Using the shape builder.
Remove the right part.
The right part, okay.
And the middle.
There you go. Okay. So we can move this over here. Ayan na siya, right? Pero let's take a look at this one. Look at this, mas mataba. Okay. How do I make it fatter? Okay. I can just remove the stroke. Yun yung nakakanipis eh. Okay? Ayan. Oh, ayan na. So, tapos na tayo. Ay, hindi pa pala. Okay, so next is this. Itong part na to, right? So, what do? We select all this. Obviously, it's this shape. And then you use the shape builder tool to click, drag, and merge it into one. Okay, and then move this over here. There you go. And that's it. Okay. So notice what else is different. What else is different, guys? Hindi siya saktong-sakto.
It's thicker.
It's thicker. So the outline is thicker. So what I can do is change the thickness of the
Stroke.
stroke. And where do I go to change the stroke width?
Top upper left. So,
Here. Okay. So on your control bar, meron tayong stroke panel or yung stroke weight. So you can change it. Okay. When you select an object, guys, ganun din. No? Eto, bakit ayaw niyang ayaw mag-move? Kasi naka-lock. So I can unlock it here. Ayan. Ay, naka-outline na pala to. Naka-outline na pala. Wala. Naka-outline. Pero ideally, if it's not, okay. Kasi the stroke is not actually a stroke. It's gotten expanded. Okay. So normally, when you click on an object, the values that you see on the control bar will update according to the attributes, no, of the object. Okay, so I'll just try and adjust it manually. And Getty. Okay. Question so far? None? Pretty easy. So Enzo, you don't do it from scratch anymore, huh? So use the artboard. Okay? So, kasi you need to use the mga existing shapes and use the shape builder tool. Okay? So again, important thing to know about the shape builder tool is step one is always select the object because you're telling Illustrator what you want to apply or use the shape builder with. Then 2 is if you want to remove something using the shape builder tool or you want to remove a part, hold down the Alt key. Okay? Yun lang. Alright. So we have 8 minutes, guys. I'll give you, actually, that should be about 5 minutes lang to do. Okay.
It can't need your help to open the file.
What's that?
Need your help to open the file.
Yeah, sure. So share your screen na lang. Share your screen first. Okay. All right. Close this drawing basics file. And then open it again. Yeah, that's the one. And then open. Okay. Then just switch to the other artboard. There you go. And then click OK. Click OK. Oh, ba't wala? I'll request control ha. I'll do it na lang. Okay.
Miss Kat.
Click OK.
Thank you.
But this one's clipping mask pa. Wait lang.
I have to unclip.
There. Okay. 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 Sino yun? Noy?
Yes. Miss Kat, yung shaper tool ko, ito ba yun? Yung
Ay, can you share your screen?
Ay, sorry.
Guys, can you share your screens? Alright,
Okay.
alright.
Wait lang, Miss Kat. Ito ba yun, Miss Kat? Shaper tool?
No. Wait, let's see. Wait lang. Let me find it kasi yung ba nga pala yung sa'yo. Shape builder dapat eh. Shape builder. Ito. Ay, kita mo, under, hindi pala ako nagkaka-annotate. Ito. This one.
Ayun.
Mm-mm.
Thank you. Wait lang. So, mukha akong
Ayan. Good job, John. Easy peasy. Okay. Christine, I don't see your screen yet. Okay, good job, Maylord. Okay, Tofi's done na rin. Okay. Naka-group kasi, no? Ayan. And then, just lang. Remove the stroke, Romel. Okay.
Miss Kat, ayaw.
So select all this, Christine, and then just use the shape builder tool to blend. Merge pala. Yeah, that's the one. And then use your shape builder tool here. Okay. Saan si Noy? Noy? Kailangan sabihan mo si Illustrator, Noy, na kung alin yung mga i-blend. Selected mo lang isang object. So you have to select both. Ayan.
Tapos shape.
And then, yes, that's the one. And then hold down, hold down Alt. Kasi you need to remove yung part na yan. Very good. Yan. Okay.
Yun.
There. Okay. Okay.
Miss Cat, I think I'm struggling removing this part.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me ask control of your computer. There. Okay. So you have to select all this and then use this. Click drag.
Oh, the drag. I got you. Yeah, I forgot.
There you
Okay. Got that.
Okay. There.
Okay.
Click drag. Going downwards, Christine. Click drag. There you go. Okay, good.
Oops.
All right. Okay, good job, Enzo. I'll stop your screen share. Ayan, click drag lang, Noy. Don't, yan, click drag. Hindi, wag ka mag-alt. Kasi alt tinatanggal eh. Ang kailangan mo, bubuuin mo siya eh, Noy. So, click drag ka lang. Pababa. Ganyan. Caribel. Tapos move mo na lang siya. Okay. I'll stop everybody. Okay. Question so far with Shape Builder? Wala, nakaka-stress pa rin.
Siguro yung stroke pala nakakataba siya, nakakapaya.
Yeah. So again, the weight, the stroke weight, you can change dun sa control panel natin. Alright? Okay. Mute lang kita, no? Sa'yo yata nag-feedback eh. Alright. So, if there aren't any questions, just make sure that you save your file so we can proceed to the next session, no? The next session, to the next topic. Okay. So, for the next topic, there's actually a video that I want you guys to watch. So, let me share my screen. No? So, we go to the Google Classroom again, no? Under Drawing Basics. Okay. Make sure you have this downloaded, and then you need to watch this video. Okay, this video. What's great about this is just hugot talaga. Extract from the Adobe Help. Okay, so very, very nice way of explaining how the pen tool works. Okay, it also has notes here. So again, the link is there. You can save it. If you have a pen or notepad open, take note of the shortcut keys that are mentioned. Okay, because you will need those as we move forward with our hands-on activity. Okay, I don't expect you guys to finish this activity. So it's we're going to continue at least building this offline. And you are expected to submit that in the Google Classroom. Okay. Okay. I think we're all good, no? So I added notes in the chat group based off the video, okay? And also added those reminders then here. All right. So just to summarize what we have learned out of that video. Number one, be mindful of the cursor. Okay. So we're gonna utilize the pen tool. If you get to attend Tony Buku's class, no, on Illustrator, he will always mention that the pen tool is your best friend and the pen tool is the most powerful tool. Tama, John? Diba yan ang laging sinasabi ni Tony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Parang ayaw niya sa ibang tools eh. Pen tool lang lagi.
Pen tool lang siya lagi. So, again, it's good to experience different instructors, no? So, at the end of the day, it depends on where you're comfortable with. But you can gear away. You can do away with just the basic shapes and then merging them, you know, modifying a basic shape to come up with something different, no, or a complex shape. But of course, I agree with Tony when he says that it's the most powerful tool, which is really, really true. Okay, but like what the video has mentioned, it takes a lot of practice talaga to be comfortable with the pen tool. But for the purpose of this class, we will at least try it out. Okay, you're not expected to do it perfectly, but you know, at the end of the session, I expect that you understand how it behaves. Okay, so one, be mindful of the cursor. Okay, because the cursor will tell you what it's actually going to do. Like for example, if you haven't clicked on anywhere on your canvas or on your artboard with the pen tool selected, may asterisk yan. So yan ang laging magsasabi sa'yo na it's gonna start a point. Okay, when you click on a when you click to create that second point, then it creates the path between those 2 points. Okay, here the way you edit the point when here in Illustrator, when you edit shapes, you're practically editing points, not the lines, not the path, but the points. Okay, to achieve a particular shape, it's the points. Okay, yan ang purpose ni direct selection tool. It allows you to select a point and move it according to how you want the shape to look like. Okay, all right. Now, the video was also saying about the rubber band. So ito yung rubber bands na sinasabi. It's basically giving you a preview of how the line would look like if you click on that next point. Okay, so that's the rubber band. All right. And then, unlike the basic shapes, no, nasanay tayo sa robot exercise na click, drag, okay, or click, yan yung mga dinemonstrate natin earlier when it comes to shape tools. Ang action na ginagawa natin for the pen tool is just click and release. Click and release, click and release, click and release, click and release. And that in that video, the instructor also taught us that when you go back to the original or the starting point, no, the cursor will change into a circle. Okay, and that means it's gonna close it. So there are 2 types of paths. Okay, so you have let's switch this. So walang fill. Okay, so you have this, and then escape, no, to finish that off. This is an open path. Okay, so when you apply a color to this, okay, you'll notice walang stroke dito. So this is called an open path. A closed path looks like this. So there is stroke along the outline of the object or the path. So this is a closed path, this is an open path. Okay. Okay. What else was mentioned there? So again, yung escape, no? If you want to end it, okay, yung para hindi na siya mag-continue to create the lines or the paths, okay. There is also a mention of the alt option to split the handle, so later we'll do that. And then click back to the point to remove the handle, and to close the path, go to the original point, okay. So in our exercise, guys, we will do the same as how he demonstrated it. Okay, ito, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So let's zoom in. So dito, you follow the numbers. You click on the numbers. Ganun lang, madali lang, no? Pag nakikita niyo yan, no? You don't need this, eh. Okay? That's it means that you have a fill color applied to it. So you can remove that, right? By using the stroke. Okay? Yan. Alright. Now, to do the second one, ito. Okay. What the video demonstrated to us was we click and drag to create these handles, okay, direction handles, okay. These are invisible or non-printable lines that allows you to control the curves, okay. So ayan, click, drag, okay, click, drag, and then here, all right, and then escape, okay. So that's how you make curves. You have to make the handles appear, okay. Now if you want to edit this handle, okay, so let's say ito, if you want to edit these handles, control mo pa yung curves, what do we use? We use the direct selection tool, and you have to click on the point to make the handles appear. Click here to make the handles appear. Okay, Okay. And then using the direct selection tool, you can click drag, no, to further control the curves. Okay. So for some graphic designers, they do it this way. Okay. For Tony, he will also teach you na click drag motion. Okay. Sa akin, especially when you're starting, the way I started was I simply clicked on the points like this. Okay. And then once I click on these points, no, then that's the time that I will try to determine how to create the curves. And to do that, we will use the anchor point or convert anchor point. Ayan, ganyan ako gumawa nung kabataan ko pa. Dinadrag ko. Pinifigure out ko muna how it works. Ganyan siya. Pwedeng ganyan. No? So, again, whichever you're comfortable with. Kasi some are having a hard time with the direction. Expand ko lang to. Let me switch this back to basic para it's simplified. Okay. So some needs time to get used to how it works when you do a click drag motion. So again, you can do this, you can follow this route, or you can also do it the way I did just earlier, which is just clicking on the points first, escape, use this, click drag on a point, if you're not comfortable yet in terms of how the handles work. Alright? Okay. Now, what if you want to remove a point? So, for example, ito, I think it wasn't mentioned that much, no? Okay. So, when you have a path selected and you have this selected, when you mouse over an existing point, notice your cursor changes to a minus sign. So, ibig sabihin, it will delete it when you click on it. So, I click here. Ayan siya. So, tinanggal niya yung point niya. Then, it moved here. Kasi wala na siyang wala na siya parang pin eh. Diba? Wala na siyang pin. So, I click here to remove it. Okay? Now, if you are to mouse over along the path, notice that the cursor becomes a plus sign. So, that basically allows you to add a point. Okay? If, let's say, you want to move this part here, so I can click this point, okay, and then use the direct selection tool, click, drag it over here. See? So again, you can use the pen tool, mouse over an existing point, it removes that point for you. If you mouse over along a path, it will allow you to add a point. Okay? Question so far? Wala? Excited na ba kayo mag-practice? So, here, sa mouse, click, drag. No? So, itong mga gray small dots na to are guides for you to use for your handles. Hold down Alt and then drag. If you want to split, diba? Alt or Option, drag the point on your handle para you get to split the handles. Okay. Then click, drag again. Okay. So, fina-follow ko yung gray part na to. And then sabi is, you hold down Alt, move this back because I don't see any guide here for the direction handles or direct handles. Click here, click drag, click here, click drag, hold down Alt again. So when you're on a pen tool and then you hold down Alt, tingnan mo kung ano yung cursor. No? This one is the same as this, which is actually anchor point tool or convert anchor point. Okay. Click drag and then close it. There. All right. Ayan. So, the three artboards, no, is what the video demonstrated. All right. But we're gonna level it up for our exercise. We would want to come up with this shape, this image. Okay. All right. So, let's take a look at this. All right. Okay. Think stacking order. Alright, stacking order muna tayo. Alright, so analyze muna natin siya. Stacking order. What would be at the bottom of your stacking order, John?
The background.
The background, which is the color green,
Green.
right? So how do we create the background, John? What would we do?
What I do is create a rectangle.
Very
Just
good. So rectangle shape
fill
for
the
the
whole
background.
Yeah.
All right, good. Now, just to make my life easy, then I have the rectangle shape selected. Then I use the eyedropper para meron na tayong green. Right? So let's lock this, this one para it doesn't move. Then next, what can I do next? Romel, what would you do next?
You can go with the framing, yung
Okay.
framing ba? Yeah, pwede yung parang sa iPad framing.
Yeah, so this iPad framing. So what tool do I use to do that?
It's still the rectangular, the
Okay,
basic
the
shapes.
rectangle tool. Okay. All right. And then how do I make curved corners?
You click on, that,
The
and then
corner
drag
click
it. Yep, and then click it inside so that it's gonna show curve
Okay,
for all
good.
corners.
Good. So I'll use the eyedropper again and then select this. Okay. And then what would be my next step?
Get another shape like this,
Okay.
and then which is inside, and
Sige.
then what's that again? Yung tool
Use
natin,
the eyedropper and then
Yeah.
use this.
eyedropper. Yeah.
Ayan. All right. Okay. And then we'll just continue completing na lang the, using the ellipse shape, right?
Yep.
Tapos again, use the eyedropper tool. Okay. So what I'm trying to do with you guys is really building your skills up. Kung anong natutunan niyo in the previous exercise, okay? You're not restricted to just knowing something new, but trying to apply what you have learned. Alright? So, yan. Okay. So, for the eyes, okay. So, we have the antenna there. It's just a matter of trying to put things together, right? So, you have your antenna, okay. You have your teeth, nandun na rin siya. Your mouth is also there, okay. But there are still other elements that you have to create, okay. So, definitely this part, you'll have to use a pen tool. The wave, this parang shadow part at the back of the monster, the actual monster itself, you'll have to try and trace. Okay, this is already locked, so you can trace on top of it. You can do this. Okay, so you do that. All right. Now, there are some parts where you can make use of the shape builder tool. Okay, Enzo, if I were to require you to use a shape builder tool, which part of the monster would you use a shape builder tool for?
The eye.
Correct, the eye. So what would I do? Create a circle and then you're on mute, Enzo.
Create a circle create a circle for the eye, then another circle for the pupil, then a triangle to create that cross.
Yeah, so I can create a triangle. So like this. And then select both. Use the shape builder tool. Hold down Alt. Yan. Para ito na siya. Right? Okay. Yan. Okay. This parts you can either use a shape builder tool, use ellipse shapes. Itong part na to. No? Pwedeng two ellipse shapes. Right? Pwedeng ganyan. Tapos try to fatten it up a bit using your direct selection tool. So I can add another point over here. You can even use your arrow keys, guys, no? To move this. Smaller increments, ayan. Diyan na nagiging useful yung smaller increments of movement. So you can use your arrow keys on your keyboard. Okay, so ayan. Alright. So same in here. Ito, this one. Meron ka ring darker shades of red, no? That you can add on to.
Yeah.
Right?
Is cut yung parang shade na yun, no? Yung left lower, yung parang
This one?
right, no, yung left lower left.
Lower left here.
Yung green, light green shade.
This one? This one?
Yeah. Yung sa baba. Yan. So is that just a quick quick effect?
Which one? This one?
No, yung light green. Yan.
This one?
What's your, yeah.
Okay. This one, you can just create a shape, something like this. And then just use the eyedropper tool. Ayan. It's translucent.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
It's translucent. Okay. Yan. All right. Any questions so far? Again, you, at this point in time, everything that you need to know to come up with this, you already know, or we've already covered. Okay. So it's just a matter of analyzing what would be the best tool to use. Can you use shape builder tool? Do I need to use the pen tool, or this? Or I can I can do away with the shape tools. Okay. Again, you can edit points using the direct selection tool and the pen tool. You can add, remove points. You can use your arrow keys, no, to move in small increments lang, to have more control. Okay, and then finally yung eyedropper natin. Sorry, not finally. So eyedropper to quickly apply the same colors na you need. Okay, and lastly, stacking order. Arrangement ng orders ng objects natin. Okay? Pwede mong lampasan tong waves. It doesn't have to be perfect. Why? Because this frame, you can use that to cover this. So ito, you can put it behind the tablet. Right? What else? This one, you can put this behind this. So that means na you'll have to make it hollow if you are to do that. Okay? The shadow behind the monster, it doesn't have to be traced along the outline of the monster. It pwedeng lumampas, right? But you put the monster on top. So be mindful of the stacking order. Okay. If you're having a hard time tracing, kasi may fill color, you can remove the fill color, remember? But it's easier for you to trace. Okay? Questions so far, guys? All right. So let's spend the next 30 minutes doing this exercise. Okay?
Bio break lang.
Go. Bio break. Pero start, once you guys come back and you're ready na to work, please share your screens. Yan. Let's have some music while you guys work. Okay. So as you start stacking objects on top of each other, guys, sometimes you may find yourself accidentally moving something. If you don't want, for example, your green background, kung ayaw mo siyang gumalaw, you can select it and then lock that object by hitting Control or Command 2. If not, you can go to the Layers panel and just lock that background. Oh, Enzo, what are you trying to do?
The shape behind the iPad.
Okay. Kasi you're drawing inside pala, no? Mm,
Yes. Yeah.
okay. Is that shape behind or on top?
Should be on top from what I remember.
Yeah. Parang nawawala siya.
Kaya nga, trying to delete it na nga lang eh.
Okay. Go back to normal, normal drawing mode. Delete it na lang all together. It's just a rectangular shape naman eh. So just delete it. Oh, there. Okay. Ayun. Okay. Now what you do is this. Enjo, if you want to check what that is, you click here. Wait. You click here. Ayun siya. Oh. Ito yung selected, di ba? Parang delete mo yan. Delete mo yan.
Try again. Which one?
That one, just delete this. You don't need that eh. There you go. Yan. Okay. Para clean ka. Ayan. Okay. Good job, John. Okay. Good, Enzo. Mas malinis siya. Okay. Good. Okay. Noy, ganito. Ayan, sige. So, click, drag to the right. No, no, no. Sige. No, no, no. Again. Undo. Okay. Click. Wait lang. Annotate lang ako. Okay. So what you do is click here, tapos drag here. Ganyan. Yan. Release. Yan. Click, drag, then move. Click, drag here. Kunyari. Okay.
Miss Kat ulit ha, sorry.
Sige.
Ulit.
So,
Click.
click, drag here.
Okay. Tapos
Release.
drag.
Click,
Release.
drag
Wait.
here.
Sorry.
Drag
Ulit. Sorry. Okay. Click, drag,
Yan. Release.
tapos, yun.
Click, drag, pag ganun. Dapat itong blue dito tatapat. Ayan. Sige, okay na yan. Sige. Yan.
Sorry.
Ayan.
Click yan. Tapos,
Naka-alt ka yata.
wala na.
Wala na. Sige. Ayan. Sige. Click,
Two.
drag. Dito. Click, drag. Yan. Ayan. Release.
Tapos, okay.
Wag yan. Sa 3. Ito sa 3. Click, drag. Ganun.
Wait.
Ay, wait.
Click, drag.
Sige. Teka lang. Request
Option.
ako ng control, Ito. Teka. Medyo tricky to rin. Okay. Pen tool. Click, drag to gray. Okay.
Okay.
Release. Okay. Do na tayo sa 2. Click, drag, release. Okay. Yan. Ngayon, itong handle na to, isa-split mo, di ba? So, dito ka mag-hold down na Alt.
Okay.
Click,
Yun.
drag, release.
Okay.
Okay. Then, 3.
Okay.
Click, drag. So, yung upper right-hand side na handle, tiyan mo, tinatapat ko doon sa 3.
Opo.
Release. Okay. Ngayon, ito, walang gray. Diba? So, hold down Alt, ibabalik mo tong handle na to dun sa point.
Okay.
Okay. And, click sa 4, drag tayo pataas.
Okay.
So, click, drag, release. Ngayon, hold down, Alt ulit dito, kasi ibabalik natin sa point.
Opo.
Ayun. And then, click, drag, pababa. Nawala. Teka, undo natin ang isang step. Sana? tumuloy doon. Pero dito hindi. Okay. Mouse over ka dito. Tingnan mo. Tingnan mo yung cursor. May slant na line. So, ibig
Apo.
sabihin itutuloy niya. So, pwede mong click here, tapos here. Ngayon, ang kulang is dapat itong curve to, di ba? So, hold down, Alt, click, drag, pababa.
Okay. Sige, miss.
Tapos hold down, Alt ulit, para makuha mo yung, yung anchor point tool. Ayan siya. Okay? O,
Apo.
delete ko na, para gagawin ko siya. Alright. Okay. Good to see. Okay, good. I-lock it para hindi na siya mag-green. Noy. Yan. Okay, good. Okay, great job, Christine.
Miss Kat, I have a question.
Yes.
I'm trying to that combined again. I think using the blend tool and then combining the shape.
Oh, it's not the blend tool. It's the shape builder tool. So it's actually this one. Where is it? There, here.
Okay.
Okay.
Shape builder tool. And do I have to click out or shift?
Okay, so which one do you want to like combine?
The shadow, the excess of the shadow that goes to the.
Oh, all right, all right. So what you need to do is hold on, let me open my annotate. Okay. All right. So you need to select this and this.
Okay.
So use the selection tool first on your toolbar.
Okay. Oops. Sorry.
There you go. And then select this and this. Okay, good. Then now you use the shape builder tool. All right. And then you can click, hold down Alt so it removes it. There you go. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, good job, Maylord. Doing great. Good job, Noy. Nagawa mo na yung mouth finally. Make sure, yan, tama yan. Save your file. Okay, good job, Romel. Okay. Yeah, that's good, Christine. Nice one, Tofi. Parang baliktad yung kulay mo, Tofi. Yung smaller rectangle shape ang green, anak.
Wait lang, ma'am.
Kerry. Alright. Ay, what what happened, Noy? Ayan.
Sa isa ulit siya, ma'am, di ba?
Ay,
Yung
oo.
version.
Okay.
So, ang gagawin ko, open ako nung etong
Yeah. Okay.
green, tapos yung blank.
Carry bell. Push lang. Okay. Ayan. Ay, dapat yung yung green na. Yung mismong monster. Kasi pwede ka naman mag-add ng artboard doon. Para hindi ka mahirapan sa, ito. Buksan mo yung isa. Sige. Yung green, yan na. Ayan. Tapos, ang gawin mo, add ka na lang ng isang artboard. Artboard tool. Ito. Ito, sa toolbar mo. Ito, sa toolbar. Ito. Ayan. Tapos, add ka ng isa. Ito na. Sa, ano ba to? Sa control bar mo, sa taas. Ito. Ito ni-red ko. Ito. Ayan. So, diyan ka na gumawa. Ayan. See? Okay. Guys, when you resize, maganda rin, hold down shift para naka-constraint siya, hindi na stretch yung, for example, yung teeth, yan. Hold down shift habang nagre-resize kayo. Okay. Okay. Eyedropper tool, guys, no? And stacking order, be mindful.
Miss Kat, ilalak pa ba yung yung background? Hindi na.
Ako, I suggest na you lock it. Kasi para pag nag-move ka ng mga pieces, hindi ka na mainis na nag-move din yung background.
So, yun. Pwede kong i-trace dito to, Miss Kat, di ba? Sabi mo.
Yes. Ay, nakalock yung layer mo, yung buong layer mo. Create ka na lang ng bagong layer para kung saan ka magdo-drawing. Hindi, okay na yun. Tama na yung ginawa mo. Nakalock. Create ka na lang ng bagong layer kung saan ka magdo-drawing.
Miss Kat, question.
Dito
Ano I lock yung the original artwork para hindi ka na magalaw?
Let me see your... Sorry, what do you need, Enzo?
Kasi if I try doing something, it interacts with the original artwork. Kaya nagugulo na.
Still using
Okay. Go to the select. Wait lang ah. No, mute mo na kita. Ano ako eh. Feedback eh. Select mo nga to. Everything here. Select it nga. Oo. So, it's not locked pala. Okay. So, alright. So, select everything here and then do a control 2. There you
Yun.
go.
Thank you.
Okay. 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 Nice 1, 2, 3. Nice. So, Romel, there's one thing, no? Itong, asa na ba yung ano mo? Teka.
Ay, Kat, I have a hard stop pala. 10 o'clock na, sorry.
Oo nga eh. Sige, okay lang.
Yeah.
You can do it na lang after shift or something. Or
Yeah.
before we start the session. Submit
Sorry,
na lang submit the file in Google Classroom.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Sorry.
Bye-bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Okay. Okay, Christine, this is good na. But you need to move.
I'm sorry, I forgot to unmute my.
Oh,
I
that's
got some noises here. Okay,
okay.
sorry, I
Yeah.
got sidetracked. I had to respond an email.
Oh, okay. Not a problem. All right. So this part lang, Christine, you just have to move it somewhere here. Like, look at this example now you're following. No? Okay.
I kind of struggle this part. I'm trying to extend my shape, but since I already removed this part, it kind of cut the shape.
Okay. So what you can do is just, you have to select the point that's here and then move it here. No, not that one. It's the white arrow that doesn't have a plus sign. So on your toolbar, click on this to expand. It should be the direct selection tool that you use. There. And then you just move it to the left. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Oh, that's nice. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
All right. Okay. John, good. All right. And just tracing it. Good. Anong nangyari? Oh, yan. Tama yan. Asan yung circle mo? White kasi siya. Noy. No? You have to select both the objects, Noy. This one and this one. Select both. Yung star and your circle. Select this and this. Okay, good. Tapos, use the shape builder. Yan. Okay. And then, up. Hindi plus. Kasi ibig sabihin, pinagsasama mo. Di-delete mo. Hold down, Alt, Yan. At saka yung itong part, up. Ito, minus sign, alt. Yan. Yan, okay, good. Ngayon, dapat black to. To, no? Black. So, change mo to. Dito. Pwede to. Ayan. O, yan. Eyedropper mo. Ayan. Up, mali. Dito. Correct. There you go. Alright. Ayan. Good job, Milord. Okay, good job, John. Okay, nice. You're on the right track, Enzo. Ayan. Kailangan lang white siya. There you go, Noy. Good job. Okay, nice, Tofi. Okay, good. So, tapos, you're done with the tablet, Christine. Good. Okay.
Miss Kat, question.
Yes.
Hindi ko siya ma-move. Itong, parang gagawin ko siya.
Ano nangyayari? Sige nga, try mo nga mag-move. Use your arrow keys nga and see if it moves.
Arrow
Oh,
keys na
bakit ganun? Nagmo-move sa ano? Click somewhere. Okay, so try to click drag here. Click drag mo. Dito sa white part. O yan. Ayan. Pero white siya. Anong color ba dapat? Medyo red. So white ka pa rin yata nakaano. Or medyo ano pala. Gray ba siya? Shadow. Parang shadow. No?
Shadow.
Ah.
Kaya lang, ano pa siya, darker pa siya.
Oo nga.
Ganun.
Move mo lang nga ng... Yan. Sige, yan. Ayan. Zoom in ka nga. Hindi ko kasi masyadong makita. Ayan na. Ayan na. Ayan na siya.
Ba't ganon siya, Miss Kat, kanina? Hindi ko siya ma-move.
Kasi nagmo-move ka sa walang laman.
Okay.
Kanina, sige, click mo tong, ito. Click mo yan. Ito lang. Naka-group na yata siya. So, click here, outside. Ayan. Dito ka nag-click kanina. Wala namang laman yan. Ito dapat, yung mismong object.
Okay.
Kaya hindi siya nag-move kanina.
Marunong na ako gumawa ng mata.
Yay! Good job. Yan. Oh. So, i-group mo na lang yan. Right-click and then group. Para pag minumove mo, isang ano na lang yan. Isang galaw na lang. Okay. Alright.
So, ito na lang mga mukha.
Yes. Yung katawan, asan yung katawan?
Wala pa.
Wala pa.
Baka mga 12 o'clock ako dito matatapos, Miss Kat.
Okay. Ayan.
Yung kanina, Miss Kat, pen tool din, diba? Or depende na, bala ka.
Ikaw, it depends on you kung alin ang what you prefer. But I think the easiest route would be the pen tool. Eh.
Sige.
Practice lang. Okay. Time check, 10:13 na guys, no? 2 more minutes and then I'll let you go. Pero please continue with the exercise.
Miss Kat, para makita ko yung stroke, ano na nga yung pipindutin ko?
Okay. So, wait. Click here. Ito. Yan. Ayan.
Next me. I have a question.
Ano lang, click lang. Click. Huwag ka mag-drag. Click.
Oh no.
Bakit ayaw?
Pwede ba yan ito muna, Miss Kat, para makita ko lang?
Christine, let me see yours. What's your question?
Okay, I got my curves done and I'm trying to close it, but I tried to make it not curve, just line. Can I do that?
Yeah. Hold on. Could you use your selection tool first and then let's try
Okay.
selecting the waves?
Okay.
Okay, there.
I guess
And-
I can just extend this.
Yeah, you can. But it moves this one too. Okay.
Yeah.
Undo.
Undo. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Okay. So what we can do is, could you zoom in a bit, Christine?
Mhm.
All right, good. Okay. And then use the pen tool.
Undo.
Okay, good. Then click here, this point.
Okay.
Okay, and then click here.
Okay.
There. And then click here. And then there you go.
Yeah. I just had to click. Use the pen tool and then click on the last line. And
Last
create
point.
line.
Yeah.
Last one. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Ano yun, Noy? What's your questionnaire?
Wait lang, Miss Kat, nawala na.
Oh, tama naman yan eh. Tama.
Paano nga yan tatanggalin yung white?
Okay. So, click this. Para yan yung in front. Tapos ito, click mo to.
Yun.
Ayan. Okay. So, I'll stop everybody's screen share muna. Okay. So, guys, it's 10:16. Okay. All right. So, guys, it's 10:16. I'll let you guys go. Any questions so far? But please continue with the exercise. Make sure that let me share my screen real quick. Okay. So guys, please make sure that you upload that exercise here, in classwork. Go to Pen Tool Basics and then submit your assignment here. All right? Submit it here once you're done. Okay. So, any questions, guys, before I let you go? Noy, may question ka pa ba?
Magpo-post na lang ako, Miss Kat.
All right. Enzo, you're good?
Yeah, so far so good.
Again, it takes a little getting used to. But this is a very good exercise for you to practice the pen tool. At saka everything else that we have learned so far. Christine, are you good so far?
Yes, ma'am. And you don't have to stay for me. I'm gonna just play around with it.
Okay. All right. Okay, guys, I'll let you go. Tomorrow I can be available at as early as 6:30. So if there are certain things that you would like to discuss or double check or ask, okay, or show me, you can log in early. Okay, so again, I will open the Zoom session at 6:30. Okay? Alright. Have fun, guys. Hanggang alas 12. Alright. Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Alright, thank you po.